The garden is looking way better than it looked last month. This time, the end of June, guys, it was looking dismal. Now it's the end of July and it's looking up. The garden is producing for us to eat from every day. We're able to give away stuff from the garden every week, and for that, we're extremely grateful. My name is Mary if you're new here, and this is our container garden in which we grow most of what we eat fresh. For some parts of the year, everything that we eat fresh is produced right here in this garden, and for that we are so grateful. All right, so at present, um as I said, it's not producing all of what we eat because we have to tailor what we plant based on how hot it is. And right now it is extremely hot, so things like cabbage and so on, realistically it will not do well. It will produce, but I like when my things produce well, and so I focus and I tailor what I plant in the garden based on what do well. Now let me start. Oh, I'm going to start down at the lower section where we started the garden, and then work our way up towards the back of the garden where we now call our food forest, close to home. We have one way down, but that one is close to home, and we're trying to plant as many fruit trees as we possibly can where we can access them easily. So let's start here and quickly make our way up. Please stick with me throughout this video. It's gonna be a long one. Garden tours usually are long, but there are some of you who really enjoy it, so thank you guys. All right, let's get started back here. Before I start in the garden, guys, let me quickly check on the sweet stops because these birds, they're not doing me any justice with my fruits. This is my sweet stop tree that is planted in the rocks, not in a container. But if you want to consider rocks being used as a container, because we literally made a barrier with the rocks, and then let me show you. We made, look, we backed it around with rocks and then just fill it in with soil and planted the tree. So if you want to consider that a container, well, it is. I'm checking on my sweets up because the birds, they don't play with them. I don't think they're quite ready. All right, let's get back to the garden. All right, this is where we started the container garden. At the entrance here, we have a machine container, and in there I planted some pak choy, and this is zinnia because I love to have flowers all over the garden. Right next to it is another machine container, and it has a very old cherry tomato. This is what the fruits look like. Still producing a few, so I'm not quite ready to take it out. When I'm ready to replant, I'll take out that and clean it up so I can repurpose the container. Now I'm going to try and go in from both sides. You know what? Let me go up, up top right here, and then make my way around so I don't have to reverse. Okay. So right here, we have our black cocoa that is doing so well. And at the minute, I wished I planted one like you instructed me to do because I have no idea what's going on in there with the cocoa food. I don't know because the plants are huge. In this container right next to it, I have a red callaloo that is looking so very good, a green one, and a zinnia right there where the pineapple was. Of course, some marigold as well. It's looking beautiful. Look at that callaloo. It's gorgeous. Also, I have another zinnia right here. Now these herbs, they were moved because Steve is doing his project. So they're going to be placed in different areas, just not sure where yet. So they're looking a little bit untidy, but those are going to be sorted out soon. This is our papaya, volunteer papaya, that is growing next to our bananas. And those bananas are looking beautiful. We harvested 2 from there, and those are just taking off. No, right here I have my desert rose that I really need to take out of that small container. And this is a volunteer coolie plum. I don't even know if I'm calling it the right name. It's a little plum, tastes similar to American apple. And then we have the dasheen right here that was not really supposed to be there, but it is, and it is looking good. And right here we have volunteer callaloo that we're just going to allow to grow, and a volunteer little basil plant right there that is looking amazing. So we're just going to allow that to stay in there. Talking about volunteers, check out my okra. This plant is outdoing itself. It's beautiful and producing almost every day. We're able to harvest, and they're still getting old on us. That one might not be, we can't eat that one, but this one is ready to be harvested. And then look at that. It's just doing crazy things. And it has branches also that is producing. Look at that. So that is doing amazing. We have Steve's palm tree right here, and it is looking, it just looks so tropical and cool right there. Look at the branches on the okra. These are okras producing on the side. This is a volunteer. It's doing so well. Now, in my last garden tour, one of you asked, why didn't I see any susumba? That is the susumba or the gully bean. This is a volunteer, by the way. You see how beautiful it is? And then this is the plant that I actually planted that I pruned off that is growing back. Tell me, guys, isn't the garden looking beautiful? We have been giving away these red callaloo, and it's like they're multiplying. So it's just the blessing. We've been giving those to persons who are close and far, really. For persons who are able to meet us, we give some to. So that has been blessing others, and we're happy about that. You know what? Let me show you this collard greens from up top, because this plant has outgrown its owner. Even Steve, it is taller than right now. It's all the way down there. It's super tall. All right, let's go around this side now. Make our way around. This is our soursop tree planted right here in these two tires, and it's looking good. Steve's palm tree is on it. We're gonna prune off those dry parts of those leaves. But this soursop tree, I know we're going to get huge harvests from it. I just know it. Coming around, here we have some volunteer marigolds and a cayenne pepper. It's not looking too bossy, but it is there. And we have a lot of cayenne pepper seedlings coming up. I'll be able to plant out throughout the garden in a minute. Then right here we have a lot of callaloo that we've been eating from. Look at this zinnia. It's gorgeous. Now look at the color on this one coming. That's going to be beautiful. Can't wait to see that one opened. Here we have more callaloo that we have been eating from. One of our favorite things for breakfast, lunch or dinner. More callaloo. All of these volunteered from plants that we had growing there. Now up here, next to these ones that we've been gifting, we have, this is Cuban oregano and a pineapple. I need to pull out those callaloo out of my pineapple. This is the base of the collard greens. See it there? This collard greens tree is huge. I needed to go to seed and it just won't, because I'm scared I won't get back that variety to buy. These are some callaloo that volunteered. Look how beautiful those are and fresh. And then this is the new container that I showed you that we added. We also have callaloo in there, or amaranth, and some marigold. Looking good. Now around to this side, we have the strawberries. Hovering over the strawberry is this cayenne pepper that never stop producing peppers, no matter how hot it gets, even though peppers love the heat. So I'm not surprised. This is our chocolate habanero. I need to prune it back completely. And coming down here, we have the strawberries. And they're all producing fruits. They all are producing fruits at the minute. In the heat of summer, guys. It's incredible. Some bigger fruits and some smaller fruits on there. The birds are helping me with them. The birds are helping me though. I'm not happy with the birds at the minute because they're eating them before I can get to them. Some nice size ones here and more blossoms coming on. Here's another. This is going to be huge. Look at that one. All of the plants are producing at the minute flowers and fruits. We have some callaloo back there. Look at this bumblebee. I think it's honeybee. Look at it. It's enjoying the flower. Ah, that's amazing. Coming down, we have more strawberries in there. More flowers and strawberries on here. Look at that. That's incredible. Good morning. You beautiful thing. We love to see it. Even the very small strawberry plant is producing beautiful zinnias. Now let's take a look at the mulberry. Now this is what the birds are enjoying. That's our mango tree. And right nestled beneath is a soursop tree. Now before we go to the mulberry, we have some lovely pak choys growing right here. They're doing amazing. And even though it's so hot, we still have some carrots that are doing, oh, look at those. Those are beautiful. And even if the carrots are small, we still use them and the rabbits benefit from the leaves. So nothing going to waste. Mulberry still producing like crazy, guys. There are so many fruits on there. I hope you can see some. I'm trying my best to show you them. But it is producing a ton of fruit still. And I have two banana trees, well, a whole bunch of bananas back here. You look in there, there are so many suckers all growing out of half of a barrel, guys. Can you believe that? What on earth is eating the bitter melon? This thing is bitter. Why are they eating it? That's my bitter melon. And back here is a June plum. This is not a dwarf. This is going to get huge, hence the reason it's on the outskirts. So that is our June plum tree that is doing amazing right there. Let's turn around. We have yams and beans and all sorts of goodies right there. And we have zinnias right here. A whole bunch of them because they are beautiful. Guys, guess who is in the garden with us? They are gorgeous. I want you to guess in the comments which of my family members is in the garden. Look at these strawberries. Those are looking amazing. Look at those. Those just like you see that runner going behind there to root itself. That's what these did. And they're looking good. Those will produce soon. In our original tub, I have a ton of pak choy seedlings. I need to take out some more because they're growing so fast. And I just placed two callaloo in there and two corn, and everybody doing good. Guess which new tree coming up next, guys? But before, look at my scallion. Even though the zinnia hovering over it, look how well it's doing. Beautiful. What's coming up next, guys? Guess. Yes. Look at fruits. It's incredible the amount of fruits on there. And there's no slowing down at the minute. It's just producing all over. Check out up there in the tippy top. Can you see those pretty flowers? Beautiful. Now let's go back and then come back. Does that make sense? I don't even know. We have this lime tree that volunteered in the pomegranate container. I don't know what to do about that. Then there are Cuban oreganos in there. My Cersei always dry down in the summer. It will come back. My sugarcane not doing well. The ants giving them such a hard time. But look at my, what's this? Tell me, guys. You've been on several tours with me. This is our Gross Mitchell banana, one of our favorite bananas to ripen. It's looking so good. In here, we have more pak choy in this container that I showed you that we had it. No, we had the beetroot in there. Oh, look at these. They're so beautiful. A little bit shaded out, but it's still doing well. And now next to it, we have the container that I planted the pimento tree in. The pimento tree is still looking green, but I'm not seeing any new growth. I really want to see new growth. That's when I'll have a little more hope to know that it will survive. Now the food fence, guys, you're gonna beat me. I need to come harvest some of these beans and store away. This is plant protein that we're wasting, but I promise I'll get to it. Now around here, I have a lime tree. I think Steve planted a lime tree for one of you guys, and there was an extra plant. I'm now recalling. And I said, you know, I can't throw away the plant, and I took it. And you remember, baby, when the cantaloupe was around here? And I said, I can't throw away the plant, and planted it there. And look at it. Doing amazing. My sugar cane just not making the grade. And I have some peppers right there. Chocolate habanero and red scotch bonnet. This bell pepper is fighting the aphids and trying to do something because I'm seeing peppers on there. I'm so grateful. There are few peppers on there. But the aphids and the ants, and now I'm seeing white flies because there's no marigold around here. I need to do something about that. In this container, we have some basil that has gone to seed for my pollinators, and then we have some pak choy in there. Some more back there. Now we're going to go this way. Oops. And then come back. In these 3 blue containers, we have callaloo and corn and pak choy. This is just doing so amazing. These containers. In here we have some okra seedling that we've been giving away as well. The persons who need them. Red okra. Guys, who is that? He's helping me out with the watering because it's a lot. Say hi, baby.
Hi guys.
All right, let's continue. In this container right here, we have a pak choy. And in our big tire that we started the garden with, we have periwinkle and pak choy and callaloo and our pepper. Scotch bonnet pepper is still here. So that's what's growing in there right now. Where did I stop? Around here. All right, so in our bathtub, guys, look what I saw. And I pollinated it myself, even though I see a lot of pollinators in the garden. This is a volunteer watermelon that is growing out of the tub. And we're hoping to get at least one from it. The marigold. This help with the whitefly. I need to get one over there next to the bell pepper. This is arrowroot. No, this is another first for me planting, so I don't know what the production under there will look like. But at least I will have plenty suckers to plant elsewhere. So we're just experimenting with that in the container. More beautiful zinnias. And then this, of course, is my hybrid lime. Now we're going around to Steve. Just look at him. Guys, it is so early, but we're always up early, right, baby? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right here we have more callaloo. These red callaloos, they are doing fantastic. Down in there we have some pak choy because we have to use our space wisely when we plant in containers. We have more callaloo here, green ones, and then a pineapple. I'm watching this one closely for fruit. Not seen anything yet, but it's going to produce soon. Right here we have jackfruit tree, and there's a lone pak choy in there. Right there is a black cocoa. This is one of Steve's favorite soursop tree. We have, baby, the guy said I'm to ask you to look on YouTube for how to make the trellis for the dragon fruit.
Yes,
Yes, you saw the comment.
I saw the comment.
Oh, okay. But there is another soursop, and then that banana is a froggy banana. I can't get past Steve. That dragon fruit is going to cut me. Right here we have a black cocoa. Oh, behind Steve right there is a grapevine. And then this is a plantain right here. Looking good. The breeze tore up the leaves, guys. The wind. Then stepping back here, we have a dasheen that is growing in this machine container. And in there, of course, is a pak choy. Because we love pak choy and everybody we know love pak choy, so we plant a lot of it when we plant it. We have a scotch bonnet pepper here that I'm going to prune. And in this other tire, we have a blend of the red and green callaloo or amaranth. There's also a few corns in there, and we want to say congratulations to the person who watched Steve's video and guessed it right. It's not grass, it's corn. Thank you so much, guys, for chiming in. We appreciate the participation and encourage participation because it helps with the video. So thank you, guys. Appreciate that. We're we're slowly winding down as it relates to the lower section of the garden. Guys, I planted the pepper elder in that bucket right there, and it's growing. Here we have some hot peppers, the yellow scotch bonnet, and the chocolate habanero. Right next to them, we have a coconut tree. Guys, most of these things we're experimenting. We don't know if it will work out, but if you don't try, you can't fail. Right next to it, we have a banana. This is a Fia banana. And next to the Fia banana, we have a surviving plantain tree right there. Now, here we have some more of the herbs that we dislocated because of Steve's project. We'll find places to put them. That's the Cullen mint. And here we have a suffering, what is this? Soursop tree. A beautiful pineapple though, and some avocados that we don't know where we're going to plant them yet. There's a better look at the grapevine. So that is our lower section of the garden. Now let me show you the ginger. I think this qualifies for the lower section too. That's a ginger in that machine container, and it's looking so good. Some more Cuban oreganos in my gungo peas container. So that's what the lower section is looking like. Now we're going to start here. This is the border for my this right to where the grapevine is where I call the middle section of the garden. And at the minute I can safely say it is the most productive part of the garden right now in the summer. So let me take you through here and show you what's going on and then beyond the middle section. We start right here. So I rearranged here with you the other day. I harvested out the onions that were left and rearrange here in preparation for my new planting. But we still have some lettuce there, some that are still edible, but these ones are going to seeds. And so those, I'm going to be saving those seeds to share and for myself because we can't get that seed to buy here in Jamaica. Here are some more of those herbs that were on the other side where Steve is working. And then we have our herb patch. This is our peppermint. This is spearmint. This is coolant mint. This is culantro or shadow benny or spirit weed. And this is rice bitters. This is what I call eucalyptus. This is vervain and it's starting to bloom. It's beautiful. And this is panadol, another of those eucalyptus. And this and this, they're both Cuban oreganos, along with this one. And there I have my banana tea. I have my two mulberries. I'm going to put them in cages. Gonna do that with you. I've not had received those yet, but I'm going to work on that with you. I'm going to dig this black cocoa, guys. Look how it dried down. I'm going to dig it. But of course, I planted it with you, so I'm going to do that with you. Over here, we have, oh, wow, the periwinkle putting out a lot of seed. You're going to see this all over the garden. I don't know why I love it so much. And then this is my ribena. And then the other mulberry plant. So I have one here and one here. We're going to fix them up and prune them up properly. Now, where do I go next? I'm gonna go around and then back around. Now right here look a little bit different because Steve is working, so we move some of the things. I'll show you where we move them to. In here we have some corn and some volunteer pumpkin looking plant. They're coming up like crazy. I need to mold up these corn now. These corns, they're tilting over, so I need to mold them up. And there we have our tuna plant and some lettuce in this container right behind. Now in front of the raised bed, we have celery still going. And I'm happy we have the parsley right next to it because when I call these celery, you guys say, no, it's parsley. No, guys, it is celery, the fine one. And then this one is parsley. You cannot mistake the smell of the celery. The scent is so significant. You can't miss it. So we have celery back there. And then this is parsley right here. And then we have jamrock. Guys, you know me on that one. We have some more peppermint. This is chives and periwinkle along with zinnia right there. We prune this orange tree with you, and guys, look at that. Look at those beautiful new growth. I am now optimistic because we moved the soursop from over it, and so it is getting more light. So hopefully it will do better. Now the papaya, it is putting on branches because the top has stopped producing, and on the branches I'm seeing where they're starting to produce fruits. You look up here, you see fruits on, no, not fruits, blossoms. And then on here, I'm seeing blossoms as well. So we might get fruits from those. Now in here we have fruit trees along with leafy greens and two containers with strawberries. They're not looking too good. This is a longan. This is a star fruit. This is a blood orange. I'm not seeing the greens that are planted coming up yet. This is a tamarind. You guys told me that I'm gonna have to take it out of the bucket. We'll do that when the time comes. This is What is this? Turmeric. Oh my gosh, turmeric. Another citrus tree that we plant that we're not sure what it is. Let me go to this side and then around. Right here, this is a Valencia orange, but there is a whole row of turmeric. This is our Otaiti apple, dragon fruit that really cannot stay in that container. Suriname cherry cannot stay in there either. This is a star apple. We know we're gonna have to take that out too. We have our work cut out for us. Another dragon fruit. Look at this big lettuce in my Valencia orange container. Need to harvest them. Oh my word. Then this is my lemon tree, some volunteer callaloo. And I planted a corn in here. I don't know if it will grow and produce anything in there, but we love to experiment here at Farming on the Rocks. And some dasheen in that machine container right there. Let's swing back around to this side. This June plum tree is what this is the plant that is giving me hope as it relates to my fruit trees that are planted in containers. Because if one can do it, others can. I'm not going to say all of them will produce in the little buckets that they're in. I know I'm going to have to move out some of them from their smaller containers, but this plum tree gives me hope. This June plum that my trees will produce in containers. So whenever I need motivation and inspiration from my fruit trees, I come right here. But we have some more that I need to show you around this side. Just look how many June plums on there. And as soon as one set develops, another set of blossom. Come on, look at that. Those are the things under there. Those are the blossoms. So we're gonna have June plums in succession. Look at those. We have a huge one in the food forest, but this one close to home, I'm loving it. Look at my Chinese yam. It is determined to climb my grapevine. And there are plenty more coming up in there now. So as we just put food scraps and so we always just feed our soil with those organic material from the house. Look at this one. Making its way to my grapevine. Look at those vines coming up back there. Guys, the Chinese yams, they are coming out. This is supposed to be a purple St. Vincent yam. Now back here are the other fruit trees. That is the custard apple. And then we have some ginger planted between the custard apple and the Otaiti apple. Guys, my mic died and I'm not sure when it did, so I'm gonna start right here. Those are my eggplants. These are lettuce. Another corn right here. I'm not sure if you saw that one because the mic gave out on me. These are my everyday scallions that we use. And of course, some lettuce right there. And then around here, I planted these cinnamons with you. And they're looking good. Can't wait to see them growing. This is the container that the grapevine, one of the grapevine is planted in. Going up there at the back of the trellis. Now let me step up here so we can show you the entire thing. That's the other one planted in that gray bucket. And that's how the grapevine is looking now. It is bushy and nice. I love it. Now I'm going to need a bunch of help in pruning it because I don't want to prune off what is going to produce. So guys, please help me. Tell me how to prune that grapevine. I need y'all help. I really do. All right. So yeah, I think that rounds up the middle section right there. I'm going to have to prune off some of those. But what do you think about the middle section of the garden, guys? I believe it is the most productive right now. But if your opinions differ, please let me know if you think other section of the garden doing better than the middle section right there. And you know, usually this is the section that does not do well. Usually it really stay bad, but I'm proud of it now. It's doing its thing. Now we have this section where we have the stands. Most of the containers here I'm reserving for fall crops like my cabbage, the ones that you like to see, guys. But it still has things producing in here. So let me show you what's going on, and then we can go to the lower section. Let me start back here with these two lone containers. They have basils in there for the most part because I had tomatoes growing in here. But now we put in some callaloo. Those need to be harvested because the worms helping themselves to them. Look at that one. I'm not eating that one. I'm gonna take it out because I have a little corn. I have that little corn there. Needs some sunlight. Alright, so let's start here. Here are some of the other containers that I moved so that Steve can do his project. There's the one with the volunteer squash. Don't know what, seems like it's a pumpkin. Let's start on the back stand right here. Let me go around so I'm easier able to show you what's going on. Got these bees. That bee is having fun. So we have some zinnias back there, and in front we have more callaloo. Look how beautiful those look. And the zinnias. This is a badu, and I have a baby bell pepper here. It is producing. We've been using these. A few little peppers on them. Cut the size of this callaloo. Guys, I recently planted these with you. If you recall, look at that. Those are beautiful. Here's another baby bell. And the zinnia. And in here we have eggplant that I did not know would start producing this quickly. And also another eggplant somewhere. Oh, right up here. Here's another eggplant right there. Need to harvest that. And ooh, this one has another one down here. So cool. This zinnia is gonna be beautiful. Look at this one. I have all different colors. So pretty. Down here we have another eggplant that sprung back to life and it is starting to produce again. Here we have, this is the fly. Oh, it flew away. Another zinnia. Look how beautiful these are. And the bees, they love the basil. That is why I allow it to go to seed. I think this is a jalapeno pepper. I think that's what that one is. I'm seeing a fruit right there. Are you seeing it, guys? And then back here on this stand, look how beautiful that basil plant look. The bees are loving on it. We have plenty of those because I just love to see the pollinators happy. Right there is another parsley. This is a red cherry pepper. I'll show you what the fruit looks like. This is a jalapeno, more basils, and this is a Hungarian wax pepper right there. This is another of the susumba plants. Gorgeous. Some red callaloo that we save in the seeds. Look at all those pollinators having fun. In the basil and the zinnia, they're looking so beautiful. And there we have some marigold in the mix. It's so gorgeous. That's beautiful, guys, isn't it? All right, here we have some scallion that we use so very often. And we have a scotch bonnet pepper here, a cayenne pepper here. Gorgeous. Some more basils, of course, and scallion. This is Malabar spinach. and more basils. And this is a beautiful, beautiful purple chili pepper. It has a ton of fruits on there presently. These are just so gorgeous. They're deep, deep purple and they ripen to bright red. This is the red one right here that is producing so well. So there are things going on this. This is a bell pepper right here. Now over this side, I'm gonna get rid of the sweet potato and plant them only in containers. I'm gonna utilize this area for something else. So that is why it is looking like that. This is our susumba that I'm saving for seeds to give away. As so many of you asked me for susumba seeds. Look at the pineapple, guys. It's growing beautifully. You see me, it's going to be bigger than the one at the lower section of the garden. So we're super happy. And I just placed some callaloo in there that was right where Steve is working now. These two containers, I think that is a marigold growing. I sowed some more seeds in there. My hope is to have two nice fluffy marigold bunch of flowers right here. So let's see how that goes. This is the container with my East Indian mangoes, and I just placed these cool containers in there temporarily because, as I said, Steve is working where these were, and so we have to make some space for him. This is a container with ginger, and then my containers back there with yams. The yellow yam is here, and the renta yam is in the blue one, and then a cassava. Those two sticks are cassavas making their way through the fence, and those are what the cassava leaves look like up there. So that's what's going on there. I have a callaloo here, and here I have peanuts along with those two containers that are right there. But that's kind of heading down towards the food forest, so we'll come back to that section. Now let's go to the last stand. Let's take you from this side. Right next to the stand we have a East Indian mango tree. That's not looking bad. It has grown since I planted it, so that's good. This is a bell pepper, and we have more basils. This is a zinnia that is almost ready to... Oh, look how close this lizard is. This is the lizard Steve always look at through the bathroom window. Hi, Lizzie. Hi, Lizzie. Hi, you so beautiful. All right, so we have some more zinnia right next to Lizzie. They're gorgeous. We have scallion, and this is kwaku bush. Coming over, this is my rosemary that is hanging on in there for dear life. I think I might buy some rosemary plants because I'm having a challenge. I have some bell peppers in there. Beautiful, beautiful zinnia. These are so gorgeous. Look at the shades. Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous. Parsley, more basil flowers. These are leeks, zinnias, and lots of callaloo and more zinnias. This peanut, still have remnants of the peanuts on here. So as I said, up here it is not doing too bad. There are things that are producing and things that are doing well, especially the pineapple, but it's gonna get way better in a couple of months from now. But let's take a look at the food forest down here, the close to home food forest. Let's see what's happening down here and wrap up this tour. Usually the garden tours are very long, but there are so many of you who enjoy these longer videos, so I am grateful and I want to thank you for your support. Thank you so very much, guys. Remember to subscribe if you've not already done so, guys. The pollinators are out. Subscribe if you've not already done so, and press the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I post new videos. All right, let's take a stroll down to the food forest. So the peanuts, basically, this stand and the peanut, they're in line with they're the border to the lower section. Over here we planted some dashins together, and those yams in there. Look at the yams, guys. These are growing out of containers. Look at that one. And then we hope that one will join soon. They're vining out, so they will climb up soon and fill out that gap. We planted these dashins together. They're all putting on new leaves, all of them. So pretty soon right here will be lined with dashins again, just like you're used to. That's a ton of food planted in those containers right there. And then across from them we have two more of those with dashins that are going to spring back soon. Let's make our way down. Look at the passion fruit. We are getting so many fruits from this passion fruit. Look at flowers. Can you see them? There are flowers like at every leaf on the passion fruit. It's all the way down the fence. I'm seeing a fruit right here. My kids love the fruit. They'll eat them. We can't get any to make the drinks. There is the passion fruit there. And it is all the way up in the tree over there, producing like crazy. To the right here, this is an orange tree. Not sure which variety yet, guys. I got this one from the guy I purchased my plants from. This is a tangerine. Well, two tangerine trees in this container. And where should I go first? Let me take you over here to my one-hand banded planting and another susumba. This is a one-hand banded planting. My plantain is in that blue container, and this is a susumba in that container there. And right there are two papayas right in the rocks, guys. There's a little pup or a plantain sucker in there, and it's looking gorgeous. Here is our pear tree or avocado right there. It's beautiful. And over here, let me take you up this side first and make one circle around. Right here is our Fia banana and its pop, and they're looking so good. They're pushing up leaves like every week. They're pushing up new leaves, and they're growing so well. And I want you to help me pray that there are no hurricanes this year to blow down my banana trees. Over here is the apple banana, and it is looking just as gorgeous as the Fia banana. They're looking just as gorgeous. All right, let's make our way down now to the pear tree. This is a volunteer sweet sap. You can't stay there, love. These are the two papaya trees. Now to our pear tree. Steve pruned it again. Whenever he pruned it, it put on several more branches. So if he prunes a leaf from here, then a branch push out there. So he keeps pruning it, and he mulches the plant with its own leaves, and it is looking so good. It's gorgeous. Now over here, this is what I'm telling you about the sacks and them dry rotting, and that is why I don't usually plant in them. This bag, it seems as though it's going to give way. I planted sweet potato in this and I'm not seeing any, but there are sweet potatoes coming in the others. This is a lime tree, and that is my pink coconut tree right there. Coming around, you know what, let me show you the nestberry, because I keep on forgetting it. Even though it is front and center, I keep on forgetting my nestberry. Miss Gillette gave me a little tiny plant a while back, and now look at it. It's doing amazing. Look at the noni that she gave me as well. These were literally about 2 leaves. Now look at fruits coming on this noni tree. I always wanted one for myself, and just look at that. So beautiful. And those are some of the sweet potatoes. More sweet potatoes. Look at that. They're going cray cray. Gungo peas right there. And then this is a sorrel that is going bananas. It is going crazy. It looks so good. And then that's another gungo peas tree. Huge. By the time they're ready to produce for December, they're going to be huge. And then stepping back from there is my star fruit that is growing faster than I expect as well. It's looking good. And then right down here is another East Indian mango, and it was quite yellow. Place some rabbit manure on it, and now it is looking green and it is looking good. So we're so happy with what's going on in the garden. Yes. Guess what, guys? That's it for this month's garden tour. I want to thank you so very much for joining us here on the rocks each and every day. We appreciate your support. Thank you, guys. For those of you just joining, welcome to the Farming on the Rocks family. We appreciate you so very much. Thank you, guys, for the support. To my members, thank you for being members and supporting us here at Farming on the Rocks. We appreciate you all. For my viewers and subscribers who support us every single day, guys, that support is invaluable. We cannot measure it, and we want to express our appreciation to you all. Please remember to like and share the videos. Leave your comments, as many as you want. All right, guys, share the videos and take care until I see you in the next one, which will be tomorrow. Bye, guys.